Today I'm just going to show you different types of seeds that you could be sowing into either little half seed trays like this, or if you want to start them off in these little modules. I know it's plastic, but these you can reuse and reuse many times. I'm using a peat-free compost, and basically you just want to actually sort of spread this across the seed tray. I'll just put some in there, and you want to tuck it down, crumble up the big pieces, and then actually sort of gently spread it around. Give it a bit of a tap. I'm going to put a little bit more in there actually, just to get that sort of more or less level. Again, crumbling these lumps up. You want it fairly fine, but it's quite a job to get hold of really fine seed compost actually at the moment. So there's a lot of bark used in compost at the moment. When it comes to sprinkling and setting out the seed, you want moist compost, not really dry, and not freezing cold. There's nothing worse than either using it in your hands where the compost has just come out from the garden and it's freezing cold. You won't get very good germination. So cold compost is not a good idea. Definitely worth bringing it indoors or into the shed, but certainly where it's not straight from the outside. Now these are lettuce seeds, quite fine, and you want to actually sprinkle these on the surface and try and spread them out. Some people will actually use their hand and tap them across the surface like this, and just tap your hand like that, and you can actually get them fairly well spread out. And lettuce seed needs light to germinate, which is one of the few. So you hardly need any compost on the surface at all. It's one of those seeds that you don't want to bury. So I'm literally just going to put a little bit of compost gently sprinkled over the surface, just very slightly covering them up, and that is all you're going to need. And what I would do here is take this tray out. Imagine that with water inside, just about ½ an inch of water in it. You lift the tray out and you sit that in there, and then the water will soak up into the compost. Leave that for about 10 to 15 minutes, and that will pull the seeds down. You don't want to go over there with a watering can now and just slosh it all over the place, or else the seeds will just float all over the place and you won't have them where you want them. So it's a nice little tip, just a little bath of water, sit that in there, and then put the seed tray in a nice light position. If you want to, you can actually place it into a propagator and use that little lid, turn that upside down, place that in a nice bright position, and as I said, lettuce germinates really well with light, and temperatures around about 10 degrees centigrade. So that's the first little tray started off. The one thing I forgot to mention, you must label your seed tray, and in this case I've used lettuce. So lettuce, and this one is Valmain. It's a cut and come again variety. So write the variety, and if you want to, which company you've had it from. So in this case it's a Thompson & Morgan Valmain, M-A-I-N-E, and date it. So we are the 12th of April, and just a little label in there. Done, sorted.